Hello, fellow academics, and welcome back to Gear Haven. I almost said Beer Haven, but you know, that might just be more wishful thinking. Anyways, doing okay, I think. So, need to work out the rest of the stuff that needs to be done. One thing that I'm very excited about is in this episode, we're gonna get the centrifuge done. And I'm very hopeful that the dam will also be fully in place, which would be awesome because 5 more days, still an okay amount of water, but once all of this is filled up, I think we'll be fine forever and don't need to worry about water supply anymore. One thing that is kind of nice, once you've set up a dam like this, with levees all the way down here. You're not the levees that are coming out? You're not the levees that are coming out. Right. Anyways, with levees down here, as long as you have enough water back here, you never need any water storage, and just need to make sure you have enough deep water pumps, which you need to do anyways. Water storage becomes kind of pointless. And I have stressed out Joshua with that quite a bit. Not sure if you're still watching, but yeah, I will remember that. Alright, anyways, where was I? Still need 21 gears to get this done, and then I need a few more gears to also get the water storage up and running up here. We do have now 2 unemployed beavers, and more importantly, have some soybeans. That means we can make fermented soybeans. What are you? You are a mango fruit. That makes sense. I guess I will not store berries here anymore. But fermented soybeans. And with that, they have all the fermented food they could ever want. You're welcome. Alright, so that will give us a little bit of a happiness boost. We still have 1 unemployed beaver. Let's turn on the mushrooms. We still have some regular mushrooms in storage, so we'll be fine. Let's turn on the farmhouse over here. And apparently we had 2 unemployed beavers because we're not lacking any. But we have some homeless beavers, and that is just not okay. So let's go ahead and make sure we're placing another house. I mean, they should be able to build this pretty fast because, well, we do have all the logs in the world. Not quite. They're actually going down pretty fast, but also the log supply is right next door. So they should be able to build this next morning first thing. And then this is up and running. All right. Small gap, a very small gap. I'll actually quickly take a screenshot. Yep. Did that work? That kind of worked, I think. Nope, that did not work. Thank you for sticking with me while I just take random screenshots. But anyways, here we go. Turning the HUD back on. Control H, in case anybody is wondering. I regularly need to look this up because I always forget. Alright, this is in, but it is not connected. Easy fix. There we go. Fully connected. Happiness went down to 10. Why? Roof. I guess we could do a bit more in terms of happiness. And they will actually not be able to reach up here. So what else? We do have some butt scratchers. That's kind of nice. We could try to figure out where to put a swimming pool. And we have no good location for that. Of course we don't, because why would we? Exercise plaza. I mean, that takes up a good amount of space. That seems to be predestined for back here. 400 science, let's do that. Again, a bit more happiness for our beavers. Always appreciated. Why are we completely out of water? Wow. I did not pay attention. I also have a ton more beavers now. So let me go ahead and remove those two. Don't want any more baby beavers. Oops. I guess very soon that also means we will be out. I can actually pause the steam engine. Let's make sure we're getting a bit more water back, or like not utilize the water. There's a tiny amount in here. Okay, good. Someone drank it. All right, and with that, I think we've kind of survived the issue. Let's see. You're all right. Tapper Shack can be paused again. We do have 2 unemployed beavers. You know what we're gonna do? Just add 2 more of the haulers in there. I'm just gonna set this to the max. And you actually get a slightly higher priority. Good. Needed to stretch a little bit. All right. I would love to build a larger water pump, but of course they don't have this in this faction. Maybe in the long term we actually put our water pumps up here. Get them out of the way down here, make a little bit more space. I can't actually pause the steam engine for too long because it will actually block the production of 3 of our food resources, which isn't great. Yeah. Anyways. All right. With that, though, the drought has ended, and we should be getting back a ton more power and water. So that is nice to see. And we're also building up water, but at least our beavers aren't super... take it back. As I said that, all the beavers got really thirsty. Right. Maybe it is actually time to place in next water pump. The water pump. And yes, for now we're placing it also down here. Just so we don't have to think about how to organize stuff up there. You should be on open for now. Actually, I don't need to have you open, because both of you, it can actually just flow out this way, which is quite nice. And that will get into our regular basin at the bottom. Basin? Then yeah, that will be quite nice. Exercise Plaza is... it's like I clicked on it, it says it died. Don't do this to me. Alright, I am glad we can actually just remove the dead stumps back here without one of our beavers having to go in there and doing it manually. This way I can just clean it up a little bit more. Very, very nice. And this will actually tip over. We already have more water than we had before. It's flowing out there. No biggie. Everything doing just fine. Alright. Might be worthwhile thinking of how to raise this even a level higher. And we can actually plan for this right away. High priority on this one. Also need to make sure, I guess you just didn't have any power. So in a second, we should be having our centrifuge ready. And with that, we can focus on getting rid of the baby beavers. Not like that. I'm just gonna replace them with adult beaver. That doesn't sound much better. Alright, anyways. This has filled up. Another drought is coming. Yet again, another drought. Holy cow. Yeah, but the centrifuge is in. Do we need 2 of you guys in there? Nope, absolutely not. So, like I said, the next thing that we can do is actually just replace the ones down here. Let me actually turn the wood workshop back on, because we do need the treated planks in order to build our radioactive advanced breeding pods. To have enough metal blocks, so that's kind of nice. You will be running out of metal pretty soon. So let's actually go ahead and be a bit proactive about this. Trying to get better at being proactive in this game. And then we can put in staircase. Excuse me. Just like that. Place the staircase here, here. And then another one on this side. All right. Full path connection. And once all of that is in, I guess we can already place our scrap metaler. You're already building this? Darn, you guys are fast. Look at that. The dam is in. It's full. So, now that this is done, let's, I guess, make it even bigger. Right. All of this will become levees. We will remove the staircase here. And then remove all of this. It is a drought that is approaching, so we can actually replace you guys with regular levees, or we can actually just go ahead and put a levee in here. I'll also actually remove this part there, put in another levee here, and then dam pieces, 3 of them on top. I don't think we need to worry about this being like super maxed out. Yeah, I don't think that is quite necessary. So let's go ahead, place a staircase here. We will also delete you and you. And then go into our irrigation barrier. Put one here, and like we have noticed, we can put a platform on top, and with our new beautiful curved spiral staircases, we can connect this back up. All right, let's make sure we're high prioritizing all of this, and then you guys can build the rest over here. All right, so that is coming along. Let's also go ahead and delete the path up there. And already replace all of this with more levees. That also means we can remove the staircase here. And of course you got stuck, silly beaver. How far we need 4 treated planks. Two more. Okay, you can just sit there and wait. Once they have built this, you can run away. Definitely good for you. Good enough for you. Let's put it like that. All right, in the meantime, we're gonna continue our expansion, last bits and pieces. And once all of this is built, we're replacing these with levees too, and then turn them into the dams on top. Come on. There you go, you found it. You guys are gonna lock someone out, aren't you? Good, good. This came in just in time. All right. Another drought, 20 days, no biggie. We're in a pretty good situation. All right. The advanced breeding pod's almost there, but also, yeah, still not enough of the treated planks. Doing okay in terms of planks, doing okay in terms of gears. I mean, there's not a ton, but it's okay. We can work a little bit on the well-being. Could get them some tattoo place. Where would be a good tattoo place? Maybe just up here. Nah. Not enough science. Oh, of course. I forgot. Oh, everything costs science. Yeah, surprise, surprise. It is a bit sad that the main goal of the Iron Thief is to get rid of the baby beavers. I guess that's just what it is. Still a bit sad. Right, we do have the overall science now. Still lacking... Oh wow, actually have a real big demand. So I guess we could put a temporary engine in here as well. Just to keep things going for a bit, or going a little bit better. Let's do that. Metal blocks, we got enough. Gears, we've not got enough. Logs, we do have enough. Let's see how far we go. Yeah, it's just gonna look up the bad water discharge again, but that's 4,000 science. Nowhere near. And before all of that, I think we really just need to get the number cruncher going. Which also makes me think we need some dynamite to make this down here a bit more streamlined. And I guess we could plan for all of this already. But yeah, not quite worth it yet. Alright. Oh, you weren't supposed to start yet, mate. Pause. Your brother on the other side is still doing his job. Not bad. They're doing pretty okay with building this top layer of the dam. I'm quite impressed. Let me make sure there is a pathway over here. This is basically done. So let's do that. Yeah, losing a bit of it, but a bit of the water, but that's also okay. And then dam pieces on top, just for completeness. The path as well. All right. So, 15 happiness. It was 15, I think, that we needed. Yep, to get the 60% work boost. Would be nice to get up to 70, because then our beavers live a little bit longer. So, while we're still waiting even more for treated planks, because you guys are using that for the irrigation barriers, aren't you? Yeah, pretty sure you are. That does remind me though. I should move trees. Right. So while we're waiting for the treated planks, let's do a little bit more happiness stuff in terms of decorations. A fireplace right up there, precariously in the middle of the wood. Yeah, it's fine. Beaver bust. Maybe it is time now to remove some of these. We remove 2 on either side and 1 in the back. Perfect. Then we can unlock decorations. The beaver bust, 200 signs, easy peasy. 1 here, 1 there. And then a beaver statue, 500 science, also okay. And place you here. Alright, let's make sure these things are actually the highest priority. There are just a ton of metal blocks, but that's fine. This actually doesn't look too bad, to be honest. And once this is in, happiness 16, awesome. 17, there we go. Most of our beavers should now have the 40% boost, and they do. 27 to get the 60% boost, 22 for the speed boost, and 20 for another. 20 would be nice. The clock gives us a bonus, right? Let's see, detailer. Oh, didn't we place them down? Ah, we didn't have the science. So, scratcher. Oh, we do have 2 of them. Mud bath, wind tunnel. Yeah, the clock helps us. The beaver statue. Still not done. Look at the baby beavers. Alright. So I think 600 science for the clock is quite a bit. And I'm guessing the clock only gives us 1 bonus, +1. What was it? Oh, +2. Actually, with the beaver statue and the clock, we'd be kind of okay. Get an average of 20 out of this. And I think right here would be a great spot. For beavers, but still be a great spot. Alright. Alternatively, one thing that we haven't placed yet is a rooftop terrace, and I think this is actually a pretty good spot. And that only costs us 15 logs, so we'll definitely do that. But that's only a +1, I think. Double shower. Oh, I guess, yeah, we haven't put any showers in yet. Ooh, but where could we put it? If I actually remove you, let's do that. Remove you, remove that, and actually the one in front of it too. There we go. Go into well-being, throw down a shower. One will be fine. Halfway in here, we do have plenty of water, plenty of food as well. One thing that we can also plant are coffee bushes. It'll take a while until we kind of build the brewer. How much is it actually? 500 science. You do need power though. And that is a bit more of the issue. Yeah, baby beavers at least get clean. Good for them. But new well-being scored 20, and that should mean that on average, you're 19, you're also 19, 21, here we go, 80% work boost. Very nice. Ooh, 25. No, okay. I can't just keep building this up. But look at that. The dam is almost fully complete. There's also enough water back here now that during wet season, they will actually plant all those trees, which is very nice. And all of our irrigation barriers are done as well. At least the ones that we had placed. So let's go ahead. Place the last... the one under here was still missing. Alright. Why aren't you working? Okay, not enough power. That makes sense. Although we do have the second engine in. Huh. I guess that happens. Oh well. Anyways, very excited for the dam to be done. And what did we actually build in terms of... Did this get done in this episode? I don't think so. Huh. I mean, I'm pretty sure we expanded over here. Everything gets a little bit blurry. Anyways. Let's see. What else can we do for our 4,000 for the mine? Yeah, it's also 4,000. I was not mistaken. Steam gouge. Never built this, to be honest. Don't quite know why I would. We could actually build this, which would not be a waste. Let's do it. Metal blocks coming in, gears. Well, we're really low. Whatever you guys are using gears for, the dam is finished. And this just needs to be enough water, because I don't quite know how we're going to expand otherwise. I guess we can always tunnel through and put another reservoir back here, but I hope we don't have to. Alright, here's actually doing pretty good. 13 are already in. Metal blocks are coming in as well. And we do need a little bit of storage, well, a couple of different storages. Too bad, that won't fit. Will you actually be able to... yeah, perfect. Place 2 of them here. Set you to store the extract. I always want to call it the elixir. Different genre, I guess. And we could really place you here if I move this path one over. So let's definitely do that. Disconnect this. Here we go. And then put in a medium storage warehouse right in front of that. If I would have done 2 single ones, we could have connected up another layer on top. Do we have enough planks? We have so many planks. Ooh, not all of that. No, no, no. There we go. Yes. Right. Double, single, and I'm actually just gonna single all of this up. Just in case we want another extension outward at any given point. All right. Not that that will be super easy over here, but, you know, it'll also just be doable. All right, there we go. Connect this through. We're already setting you up to store some dynamite. whenever guys are done building this, which will be soon. Just a bit more gears. Could actually build another gear workshop for our busy beavers. Now, where would we put that though? Maybe here. Maybe here wouldn't be too bad. Because we can always connect the power in here. So let's already plan for that. Just so they can get this done and they're not in each other's way. 8 more gears that we need here. We need also 1 more gear for that. Oh, they'll definitely finish this first though. And I do appreciate that. Right, and then if we add power connection, actually just 1 forward. We should be able to place another gear workshop right there. That's looking pretty good. Power supply 800, demand 1100. Ooh. That is a bit rough. But overall, not too bad. And absolutely next time... Oh, look at that. Oh, I missed it. It was completely full. There. They are enjoying... That is actually a lot of people in that rooftop terrace. Beavers. I guess they are known for their efficiency. Alright, come on guys, 4 more. And now we have 2 gear workshops. You guys can do it. I believe in you. Oh look, they even built this already. Crazy. Could also put more of the extract storage over here, but our explosive factory is in, which means this area over here is also coming to life. All right. With that, I will actually call it an episode, so thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.